Welcome to new video, YouTube. How are we doing? I hope everyone is doing amazing. And sorry for my voice, I'm a bit sick, drinking ginger and chamomile to help my sore throat and my cold symptoms. And this week has been the first week of the prep and went okay. It has been a deload week also, which is not the best I would ask for a first week of a deload because of hamstring niggle or a minor injury I had last week, or yeah, 2 weeks ago on RDL. 8 days now, yes, Saturday last week. Because I'm recording, today is Sunday 15th of March. So it has been a well-needed deload week, and my body was asking for it for a couple of weeks now, but yeah, I should have listened a bit earlier. Maybe I could have this issue with my hamstring, but we don't learn for free, you know. We learn with experience, and we learn. Every day we learn something new and being better day by day, which is good. Niggles and pain or injuries has been reduced significantly since I've been paying attention to the signs my body is giving to me, but we are getting there step by step. So what changes had happened to my diet? I have now 700 calories less in post workout day and day off. So dropping from 3,500 ish to 2,775 on training days and 2,600 ish on non-training days, down from 3,400 ish, which is like 200 calories more than the diet I was following on the pre-prep diet, because we don't want to drop weight aggressively as we did. We were aiming for 2.8 or we were aiming to 0.85 on the pre-prep diet. Now we are aiming to drop somewhere between 0.5 to maximum 0.7 a week, because we are going through a longer diet phase, which is going to be starting of 26 weeks for the first competition, and it can take 3-4 more or 5 more weeks, so it can lead up to 30 something weeks of dieting. So we need to create a longer healthy diet phase. Was, of course, if we are dropping too fast, we are going to have some high days for our body to not drop weight fast and help in the recovery. And also, if we are dropping too slow, we can put more calorie deficit, but from the first week it went okay as planned. So usually we don't do too much changes. Maximum we're gonna do changes should be 2 to 3 times for the whole prep, not too much, because our bodies need to be adapting to the diet, and too much changes is not smart and not good for the body, because we create some sort of adaptation or introducing the body to a specific number of calories, and keep following it for a longer period help us to learn the pattern of how our bodies respond to a specific diet. I wanted also to create in this video some insights on my legs day, but I didn't have the videos to support that. So this week I will film my leg session fully. So make sure to follow and turn on the notification button, so you can receive notification when I upload this video within 5 to 7 days maximum. Uh, so with my conversation with my coach about the prep and everything, uh, we don't need to take it too seriously when it comes to like focusing on the prep. We don't want to be hyper focused on we are prepping. Everything should be like going different, or we should do significant changes to food or training or something. No, we keep doing the same. The changes is minor, just the changes in food from the beginning of the diet, and we're supposed to sustain it for at least 3 or 4 months or so before we do any diet changes. If my body is responding as expected, and so far from the previous 3 phases, we didn't need to do much changes. For the whole gaining phase, 24 weeks, we didn't do a single change to the diet because my body was responding perfectly. First diet phase, which was 11 weeks, and the pre-prep diet, it went completely smooth with 0 changes to the diet. The second gaining phase, which is controlled gaining phase after the pre-prep diet, there was only one change, with increasing 25 rice, 25 grams of oats, and 10 grams of olive oil. This is the only change happened within one phase through the 3 phases. So only one change, which is giving us the information and the data that my body is responding very well to the diet, my digestion is on point, I have no digestion issues, how my body utilizes the food, everything is going as it should be going. Very excited to see the new tissue I have built through the last 14 weeks of gaining phase, and it is visible even from gaining like my body weight now. I can see the difference from the previous diet phase because I only saw lines of my quads when it was when I was under 80 kg. Now I was 81.5, and I could see the separation in my quads, which was insane for me. Also, one of the main focus was in this gaining phase is the hamstrings, and we have brought it a lot. And I've been really focused and increasing some volume, 2 sets in general from the previous phases. And I added an intensifier, which is my rib or wrist pose set from 45-degree hyperextension station, which was working very well. I felt my hamstring very well in it. And a pro tip, if you are doing 45-degree hyperextension for hamstrings, this is a tip I got from my pro friend Mark, that think about not lifting your back up, but you are curling with your legs through the machine, and this will stimulate the mind muscle connection with the hamstrings, which will help you to feel your hamstrings more. Give it a try if you are doing this exercise for your hamstrings. Absolutely amazing. Sorry. Sorry, the ginger is but it's good. So what are we going to be doing next? And the changes in the training, so far no changes like for the structure of the workout, but I will be aiming to take less of fatiguing sets and repetition, which means not too much partials, not taking too much pauses to rest between repetitions. So I will focus more on getting straight sets with minimal pauses, no partial or forced repetitions within my training, because we don't want to create this extra fatigue because our body, or my body, is going to be already under too much stress from the diet, and the recovery will be not as efficient and as good, as fast as when I'm eating on a surplus. so we don't need to put our bodies into this too much pressure that we don't need at the current status or current phase. It's very important to think about what is important in every phase. For example, when you are in a surplus and a gaining phase, you want to bulk, you want to get fucking strong as possible, you want to get more muscle mass, so you are pushing yourself to territories that you never reached before to get this new extra tissue. Because as a natural athlete, there is no other way to get more muscles. You have to train as an animal, like pushing your limits, eating also on point, and sleep and recovery also should be on point. Other than that, how are you gonna add more muscle? You are not taking any performance enhancing drugs to help you to get that. So you need to be focusing on this. And I have my brother, he bought this thingy. If you live in Hungary, this brand for soda, you can give it a try. It has 0 calories and so fucking cheap. I don't know how these people are making profit. Like it's a 500 forints or something, and it's 2.5 liter of 0 calorie soda drink with raspberry taste, and they have a lot of tastes. I don't like to aim for soda drinks, to be honest, especially when I'm dieting, because it make my cravings even worse. Now I'm not craving that much because I'm still at the beginning of the diet. I can take a sip of or two, but I don't like to keep like or have it in my routine because okay, prep is hard and we accept to go through this process. This is illusion to make it less hard, but actually it can be a counterintuitive and make it even harder, because you will need to drink more and more of it because you're feeling hungry or feeling thirsty, and it play with your mind and your receptors, and it's not the best thing to do. So if you are on a diet, I won't recommend at all to do any soda zero diet drinks. You can have it every now and then, but do not over obsess it or do not hyper focus on it. Do not make it part of your daily routine. Of course, this is completely individual. There is people who can have it and don't have this bad side of it. But generally, I would not recommend it to have it as a daily or planned of your day on diet, because creating illusion is not the best thing. I believe that the best approach to take towards something you want to achieve is a direct approach. No illusions, nothing to fake, fulfilling fakely your hunger or your sweet tooth. You can have nice meals that have sweets in your diet. Like what I have, for example, is having the oat meal with whey protein. The sweetness is coming, or sweetener coming in the whey protein itself, which is nothing crazy, but it's good enough and tasty enough with some fruits. Like this is something natural and nothing that will make you want to overeat on it, because you're already eating enough quantity out of it. When you create, if you saw before in my stories on Instagram or something, what I make is the bowl of oats, which has, like, you add, for example, 100 gram of oats, you can add 5 times the portion on water, and it's almost 1 kg or something when you add the frozen fruits and the cooking process and adding the whey protein and everything. Yeah, it can add up to like 800 grams or more, depends on the amount of water you're gonna put. As long as you have no digestive issues with it, you can add more water and have more volume, no problem. And if you're in diet phase and want to feel more filled, you can change your carbohydrate source from rice to potatoes and sweet potatoes, and you can cook it in many different ways. You can bake it in the oven or the air fryer, and the hack about the potatoes and sweet potatoes is you eat 4 times the portions of the rice, because potatoes is very low in calories. Yes, people think about potatoes as evil and not healthy, and it makes you gain fat. But it is a fried potatoes, because everyone when think about potatoes, they think about French fries. But no, do not go this route. French fries is not the thing that should be thinking about potatoes when you like have the word potato in your head. Potatoes can be baked, can be air fried, and it is very low in calorie. You can add your preferred spices, maybe some vinegar, and try to make it crunchy. That's like you can play with it, and you even can bake bake your whole food in a big thing, like a big container, and oven or an air fryer, and it's so tasty. I don't do it because I'm a bit lazy, because I'm used to the rice and it's in my system. I don't want to I don't want to think about another way to cook food, because for me this is kind of more decisions to take, even a small one. I don't want to add any tasks to my brain, sorry, then just doing the food is like autopilot. I don't need to think about anything when I'm cooking the food. So I save my energy to do more decisions in um, how to get better at the gym, how to get my clients better in their training and their process, how to grow my business, how to be more creative about social media. These are the things I'm thinking about having and improving and spending my energy and decisions on. So I don't want to spend it on things that can be on autopilot like food, but I can do it at some point when the food is too low, maybe. Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to give a update about how things is going. First week of the prep is done smoothly and nice, and I will do the leg breakdown session and how I grew my chicken legs to shawarma legs soon. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification button, and see you in the next one.